It's another wonderful Saturday, and of course, it's the Ultimate Sports here on HS Television. My name is Sami Ofusuhine, and of course, from now until 7:30, did I say 7:30? From now till 11:30, it's going to be nothing but extensive. This show is very much packed, and of course, let me run you through the very synopsis of the show. Well, many thanks for joining me once again. Of course, we begin first with LeBron James, who made his debut in the preseason games, and of course, we'll be showing you that. Then we'll have a proper discussion on Richard Comey. We all know that certain Mickey Garcia accepted to fight Richard Comey somewhere in December or January, and of course, my guest will be around and we'll dissect those issues like Dennis Ball will tell you. We'll also be talking about the Europa League, what happened, Arsenal doing so very well, and a bit of the Champions League. Then the upcoming matches, we're actually going to preview it. You know there is a big match between Liverpool Football Club and, of course, Manchester City, who are just on song. We'll also be talking about that as well. Then the package. I mean, those fashionistas will tell you that this is like the show killer. We will be having in the studios the man, Carl Lawrence Loco. Of course, the coach, Carl Lawrence Loco. He's actually coached the likes of Richard Comey, Duke, Micah. I mean, name them. Every star has actually passed through his hands. Even the likes of Bukom Banku. We'll be having Carl Loco. He just came from the US last night, and we have him here on this particular set. Indeed, it's a packed show, like I told you. Let me not take the wind out of the sail right about now. Let me go for a quick commercial break. When I am back, we begin with the show. My name is Sami Ofusuhine. And you are?
Mama eh, 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 mama eh. Jame, 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 so me move. So me move, so me move, so me move. Jame, 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 jame. So me move, so me move, so me move, so me move.
She say she get kappa, she go fit collect them. I give am one, I give am two. Come and see now she dey cry.
Mama eh, mama eh.
And now sema komode ehia mentino. Baby ba ko amagya tumu. Sawodo yare dru honomo a ye hwehwemu papa. You two are here one time. Any healthy soul, natural health clinic. OPD a nurse for womanimate at one boss information. Nothing so no do on lab honso dia. Or to one bossy yen she move for Jana no Johnson. Na uhu ye how. Or they call Dr. Honomo Emma Dr. when him the for paying so. At one boss to two no who how in which you know Bemo in Papa. A bit to me a 2 yadia separate. Healthy soul, natural health clinic. A hot seat. Do who a wisham won't take kind bia. The who at time be beyond so ever honor.
Ultra Healthy Soul Clinic. Aveno and Plaza last time now. May year Juma Monday, Saturdays. Na Monday to Friday, no year Juma Anopa 8 to see enumerate 5. Na Saturday no so a year Juma Anopa 8 to see enumerate 2 p.m.
Healthy Soul Natural Health Clinic. You 2 yadiase one time.
Just flip onto the domain is HS Television. My name is Sami Ofusuhine. This is the weekend edition of the Ultimate Sports, and you're very much welcome because you've not missed a lot at all. First on our show happens to be a man that is known in the whole world, I must say. LeBron James, he actually made his debut in the shirt of the LA Lakers against the Nuggets. Let's go check that particular video out. When we are back, we talk more on LeBron James and, of course, the show.
Basketball on ESPN from San Diego. Back in July, LeBron James decided to join the Los Angeles Lakers, the game's biggest star, with one of the most storied franchises in all of sports. 16 NBA championships, and right now, they got number 17 on their minds. A seismic shift in the NBA landscape. And that's where we pick up the story and the narrative tonight. LeBron in his debut. Quickly, McGee! And that's how you start it up. James on the block. And his first shot as a Laker is off. Great pass by LeBron James inside to Ingram, who was cutting off the ball.
And that's going to be critical to me. Since they don't have the shooting, can they be a great cutting team? Because you know LeBron's going to be there to find him.
Murray with the miss, and Jokic showing his rebounding ability. Caldwell Pope. James, a deep three. Got it. And his first bucket as a Laker. Eliminated on the last day of the regular season for 2 consecutive years. And Brandon Ingram in a nice flow already. Hurry up court. Jokic inside. Had it knocked away. It'll come back Los Angeles basketball. Ron with the rebound and the hit ahead. Hart through the foul, and he'll go to the line. Gets a little acknowledgement from LeBron at the other end. Jokic inside.
How about that move?
He's got 12 already, folks.
Come on.
LeBron draws the foul on the play.
And you know this, coaches that have coached in the NBA, they always talk about it's always better. Ooh, LeBron!
And he's back up off the bench.
He was not supposed to play in the second quarter.
He hit Luke on the hip with the little text.
Indeed, that was the legend, LeBron James. I mean, he's won the MVP so many times. He's such a talent to watch. Indeed, he's with the LA Lakers. People are thinking that he wants to overshadow Kobe Bryant. I do not think so. But like I told you, this show is much more interactive. So let's get interactive on our platform. Of course, you can reach us on Facebook, on our Facebook handle. That is AndyGlow1. That's on Facebook. That's on YouTube, I must admit. Of course, then Facebook, we have Ultimate Sports HSTV. You can follow us on that one. You can even watch this show live or even a playback on Ultimate Sports HSTV. That's on Facebook. Then, of course, on our Twitter, I would say Twitter. I don't care about Twitter. Anyway, that is Ultimate Sports GH. Indeed, Ultimate Sports HSTV. Indeed. Then WhatsApp. Like I always say, the show is interactive and opinions are like the no see, some can be, whichever way you choose to call it. So my WhatsApp line is 0244 30 64 26. It also doubles as a normal SMS line. So let's get interactive. Let's get the show going. Indeed, any questions that you have ahead of my interview with Carl Lawrence Loco, or probably discussions that we're about to have. People are saying that Jose Mourinho has got days, weeks, even months, because he's got Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, and of course Juventus to play. So definitely he's going to go home. What do you think about that topic? Do you think Jose Mourinho is a problem or Paul Pogba? Let me have it on my lines on 0244 30 64 26. Once again, the line is 0244 30 64 26. That's it for you. Indeed, let me introduce my guest before I go to my next segment. And of course, seated next to me is a man known when it comes to writing, of course, in the media domain as well. You've been seeing him on Quest Sports and all the other TV stations, even on the Hot FM Sports. Indeed, he's no other than Daniel David Corte. He's also a writer with BoxingGhana.com, so probably you can actually find some of his write-up on BoxingGhana.com. David, very much welcome to the studio. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm great.
I'll come to you on boxing and what's happening with boxing. Then next to him is actually my co-host. Yes, he's actually my co-host, co-presenter. His name is Abel Ofori. People call him Abel the V-mate because he's a V-mate. Indeed, he's also a presenter here, a sports journal and a banker by profession. Indeed, Abel, nice to have you on my set. As always. Indeed. Of course. So let's actually rope on with our first discussion, and that will be very, very interesting because right about now we'll be talking about a man known in the terrain as Richard Oblite Komi. He's actually gotten the nod to actually fight one Mickey Garcia, a fantastic fighter who is yet to be defeated, and he's a very stubborn, very stubborn, boxer. But before we talk about that, let's go check out the preseason highlight as far as the NBA is concerned. There's so much happening with the NBA. I'm just hoping that Yausechi and the rest will resurrect Ghana's NBA. Indeed, let's go check out the one version of the USA NBA highlight for the coming season. Let's go check it out. Quick one.
I gotta see that over and over again. Up on the ladder, the rookie
fantastic NBA action, and it's going to be some sumptuous in the upcoming season, because is it going to be the LA Lakers? Of course, the Golden State Warriors. Which one? Which one are you banging your hopes on? Is it going to be the Nuggets? Your guess is as good as mine. Of course, I'm entertaining your comments on my show, and the line is 0244 30 64 26. Indeed, it's 0244 30 64 26. It doubles as a WhatsApp and a normal text messaging. Indeed, like I told you, my guests are already in studio. We'll be talking much more, but before I introduce my guests, like I've already done, we'll talk more. Indeed, let's go check out the Europa League highlights. It was very interesting because Arsenal are doing very well under Unai Emery, and it seems everything is going well for them. This season, it seems they and Chelsea will give the Europa League a run for their money, as it were. Let's go check out Europa League highlights, and of course, we'll be talking through as well. Europa League up next. Okay, so because of time factor, and forgive us for the wrong insights. But Abel, first, let's talk about basketball. LeBron James going to LA Lakers. I mean, what's your opinion? I mean, there's been so many talks, people talking about him going to overshadow the likes of Kobe Bryant. What do you say to that?
Well, good morning to your lovely viewers. I mean, our lovely viewers. It was a move that was expected. I mean, it was something that was expected to happen. You can't be just a legend of the game without playing for either the Chicago Bulls or the LA Lakers. So it was a move that we all expected to happen, but as to when it was going to happen was the problem. But you look at LeBron James, and then the history of basketball can never be written without his exploits. He's done so much in the game. I mean, he did so well with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah. It was about 100 years they had not won anything in the basketball tournaments in the US, but he went there, he brought them from the shambles, and then he gave them the opportunity and they won it. He's done so much for them. He feels it was where he grew up, so he wanted to do something for them. He's proving his worth there, and then at 33 years he's moving on to LA Lakers. There's much for him to achieve, and then he's done so much, but there's still more for him to achieve to get into the stage with the greats like Jordan and the rest. Shaquille O'Neal and the rest. He's
Kobe
done,
Bryant. I mean, you can mention.
Sure, he's done so much for himself. So it's a good move for him. He's brought much more spotlight to the LA Lakers after Kobe Bryant retired from the game. So I expect him to do so much there. So let's see how it goes this season.
Okay, so Abel is actually expecting more from LeBron James. Indeed. David, let's talk about your own team, Arsenal. I mean, over the midweek, it was interesting. On Thursday, I must say, they did very well. It seems they have 100% record so far in the Europa League. Is it the league that Unai Emery is contemplating on winning?
Sam, for me, I think if you look at the stats of Unai Emery as a coach, he has achieved everything in his footballing career because of the Europa League. He won it with
back to back with Sevilla. Yeah.
So he has, when you talk of experience, he has much experience at the Europa League. But taking Arsenal is one of the biggest clubs in Europe. And for Arsenal this season, for me, I see Arsenal as a team that is in a rebuilding process after the departure of Arsene Wenger. And many people think that Arsenal is doing well, but for me, as an Arsenal fan,
You don't think they're doing well?
We are in the rebuilding process.
Okay.
Our team is not 100% ready for the big club. So I think for Unai Emery, he's doing well for the team in the Europa League. At the same time, there
is Chelsea, there is AC Milan, all in the fray. You think they can win the Europa League?
For me, the only teams that I think can win the Europa League is Arsenal, Chelsea. For me, AC Milan will not come to the party because they don't have the quality to beat the likes of Chelsea or Arsenal, or even maybe the Champions League teams that will be dropping to the Europa League. So let's wait for the teams that will be dropping to the Europa League before maybe I can predict the team that will win the Champions League. But as it stands now, maybe Arsenal and Chelsea are favourite to win the Europa League. Okay,
Abel, I mean, let's talk about the upcoming matches as far as the European leagues are concerned. I mean, we're going to talk about the top 5 leagues. EPL, I mean La Liga, French Ligue 1. But first of all, let's start with the EPL because it's the league that most people fancy. I mean, most people follow when it comes to Ghana as well. But there is a top liner in Liverpool pitting their horns against Manchester City. I mean, who would you put your money on? And I'm sure that my producer will show us the league table and possible fixtures as well as far as the EPL is concerned.
Looking at the performances of Liverpool.
So as you can see on your set, it's Manchester City who will be playing against Liverpool will be playing against Manchester City. You have Man United pitting their horse against Newcastle United. Chelsea will welcome Southampton. Watford will play host to Bournemouth. Tottenham Hotspur welcomes Cardiff City. Arsenal will actually entertain Fulham. Then you have Burnley against Huddersfield. West Ham against Brighton. Of course, Leicester City will play against Everton. Then last but not least is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Crystal Palace. You know that Liverpool and Chelsea match matches that are in very people are scrutinizing it because they are the ones trying to pit themselves among the rest. Yes. So Liverpool, Manchester City for you. On your money?
I mean, I'll just straight away pick Liverpool because Manchester City are going to Anfield, and you know it's not been a favourable grounds for them. Looking at last season, what happened to them both in the league and in the Champions League. So and looking at the performances of Liverpool this season, there's no way Manchester City can go to Anfield and take the maximum point. The best for them will be a draw. But then again, I expect Liverpool, I mean, looking at them as title contenders, these are matches that they should prove their worth. So they shouldn't give Manchester City any chance. They should just go in, I mean, all out and get a point for Mr. Klopp, because this is a match that they need to win to send a signal out there that they are ready to live the league title this season. Yeah.
Okay. Remember, I'm still entertaining your comments on 0244 30 64 26. Like they say, opinions are like the armpits. Some can be stinky, others can be freshy. So let me have your opinions on our platform. It's just a matter of personal hygiene. So the lines again is 0244 30 64 26. And remember, this show is proudly being supported by Healthy Soul Clinic. David, let's talk about the Serie A. Serie A, so many interesting fixtures. I'm sure my producer will put the fixtures right about now, so that we can check it indeed. But so far, Juventus are actually making sure that they are separating the boys from the men. Was it always coming, or you think that this time around Napoli will give them a run for their money?
This is something that they have done for the past 6 seasons. Even when they were
so
not
as you can see on your screen, is Juventus are playing against Udinese. Napoli will welcome Sassuolo. Fiorentina will play against Lazio. Cagliari will welcome Bologna. Torino will play against Frosinone. Spa will play against Internazionale Milano. Of course, you also have Genoa playing against Parma. Sampdoria will play against Atalanta. AC Milano will play against Chievo Verona. Then last but not the least, you have Parma Genoa as well. Yeah, David.
So there's something that they have been doing for the past 6 seasons, even without Cristiano Ronaldo. Now they have Cristiano Ronaldo in their team, and playing a team like Udinese this season, they are struggling seriously in the Serie A. And for me, Juventus, before the season started, they already have the Serie A title in their bag. They are just playing the games as a formality, because there's no team that can give them the needed competition. Maybe Napoli can do that, but the points gap that will be between Napoli and Juventus will be like 20 points. So for me, it's more or less like Juventus have already won the title. They are just waiting for the last game of the season to be crowned the champions. For me, there's no competition for Juventus in Serie A.
Indeed, and the messages are coming thick and fast on my line. Indeed, I'll read them on the bounce. Don't worry, keep them coming. I'll read them on the bounce because of time, and the show is so packed. So let's go to the La Liga fixtures, which promises to be very interesting. You all know Real Madrid and Barcelona are in contention. So today we will have Barcelona playing against Valencia. Real Madrid will welcome Alaves. Real Valladolid will play against Huesca. Celta de Vigo will play against Sevilla. Atletico Madrid will also play against Real Betis. You have Girona who will welcome Eibar. Leganes will play against Real Vallecano. Then Espanyol will play against Villarreal. You also have Real Sociedad play against Atletico Bilbao. Then Getafe will play against Levante. That's very interesting because I think the top lineup will probably be against Barcelona and Valencia. Abel, for your money, so far Valverde has not proven his mettle. It seems the Barcelona are struggling.
Well, I mean, they've been inconsistent this season. You look at their performances. Well, in the Champions League, they are getting their points, but then in the La Liga, they are struggling to win matches, and that goes to the fact that Luis Suarez is also not firing for them. It all depends on Messi. So once Messi has an off day, it affects the entire team. But their game against Valencia, this is a team that has gone to Old Trafford to get a point in the Champions League. So they are coming back with some quality and confidence to play the game against Barcelona. Well, like we've seen over the years that the Camp Nou has been a dungeon. You go in and then you always lose points, but that has not been it this season. So they have a chance if they go in and then they play to their tactics well, they can get results there. But again, Real Madrid against Alaves is going to be a big game because Alaves are in the top 5 of the league as we speak now. So they are going to push in much into the competition because you look at Real Madrid.
I'm going to have to cut you, and just like I'm actually going to have to cut some of the segments within the show because we are hard pressed for time. But let's talk about Richard Comey, and I know that my producer will actually give us the insight. Richard Comey, Mickey Garcia actually agreed to fight Richard Comey. Not many were expecting that. Would you say that it was a dangerous move by Mickey Garcia, David?
For me, it came as a surprise to me because prior to Mickey Garcia's fight against Robert Easter, he made it clear that he wanted to fight Aaron Spence maybe after Robert Easter. But I was expecting that side he will vacate the two belts, that is the WBC and IBF, to move up in weight to fight Aaron Spence. So last 3 days ago, the news which came that he has agreed to fight Richard Comey came as a surprise to me. For me, as Mickey Garcia, it will be a dangerous move for him, like you said, because Rich Comey definitely will be his fight, and he has nothing to lose. I mean, Rich Comey has nothing to lose. Mickey Garcia is a unified world champion. He has a lot of.
Of course, you can see Richard Comey training with Rosier. You remember Carl Loco was the one training Richard Comey. So this time around it's Rosier, and you can see Michael Bediakon seated there. He's actually the manager for Richard Comey. Indeed, this is in the US of A. David, you can still go ahead and make your point. That's Richard Comey on your shots. He's going to have a second bite of the cherry in the world, as far as the world title is concerned, against the American Mickey Garcia, the American Mexican, whichever way you choose to call him. Yes. So, but David, let's face it. People are saying that Richard Comey is the bit of the unknown entity, the unknown back, a boxer that is hungry for success. And of course, if you watch, in terms of money, he doesn't bring much to the table. What do you say to people that says Richard Comey doesn't bring much money to the table?
It's true. It's true because Richard Comey is not a TV person. In boxing, maybe if Kaloko can will explain more. In boxing in the US, it's all about getting the numbers. And Mickey Garcia is a cash cow now in boxing. If you take Golovkin, if you take Deontay Wilder, if you take Anthony Joshua, is probably the fourth biggest person in boxing now. So he normally brings the cash. So comparing it with Rich Comey, he has everything.
So we are actually watching Mickey Garcia. That's his top 10 fight. But as we are watching, Abel, let me ask you a quick one on Richard Comey, Mickey Garcia. Who are you having your money on? Most of the people are saying that it's Mickey Garcia's to lose. Do you think that Richard Comey is the underdog?
Well, as a Ghanaian now, I'll root for Comey to go in and get that title for the country, because I mean it's an opportunity that he should not let go, because he needs to prove his worth at
Mickey Garcia beat Robert Easter Jr., a boxer who actually also defeated Richard Comey. What do you say about that?
Well, I mean, boxing is unpredictable. You know, someone can just get a good day and then just get the title. But I mean, you go in and come back, and then you come in stronger to win such fights. So I expect Richard Comey, it's an opportunity for him. He should go in and then get that title for Ghana, because that's going to raise his profile as a boxer. He's been there. He's been around for some time now, and that's an opportunity that that should not go begging. He should.
I'm telling you, I'm getting tons of messages. You will not imagine. Some from astute personalities as far as boxing and even football is concerned. I can tell you, Amir Lamte is tuned into the show. Many of them, trust me. I can go. I'll try and read the message as and when they drop, but because of time factor, I'll try and do justice to some of them. But first and foremost, let me apologize, because by popular request we couldn't bring you Reverend Osei Kofi's documentary. But do forgive us on that, because you have a big personality, the person of Carl Lawrence Loco from the US. He just came last night and he's here, exclusive, extensive, here only on HS Television. Here we sell out. I tell you, we sell out. But guys, quick one, and we wrap up on Richie Comey. Quick one, yes. Your final words.
Well, I expect him to go all out and then make sure he gets that win for Ghana.
In your final words, address this one for me. I mean, you know that HSTV is coming up with the FIFA gaming competition. The fact that any person who is interested must call the number 0244 30 64 26 after this show, because it's an extensive one. Tell me about that program and how it's going to take. I mean, quick one, quick one.
Well, I mean, like we discussed last week, it's going to be a program that's packed for our fans, and then the registration is free, like we said, free. But there are prizes for whoever will emerge as winners. So
you can either call the office line of HS Television, or you can call the number 0244 30 64 26. Forgive me if I'm running you like a marathon, but we have a lot to discuss and a lot to actually talk about as well on this platform. We could also bring you the other leaks, but anyway, we'll do justice to that as and when we get the time. Hopefully next week. Guys, your final words, David, before I bring in the man.
Sam, I believe that Richie Comey has come from a far place.
Yes.
He has been
come a long way, indeed.
He has been at the big stage before, thanks to Carl Loco, his first world title shot, and many people thought he was undisputed split decision that they lost to Robert Batista. He has gotten another shot at the world title. This time he's going to be 2 world titles. In case if he wins, he will be making history in Ghana, because no Ghanaian boxer have held the world title before. So I think.
Finally, I know you are into boxing and there's a lot happening. There are so many people sending me messages, big personalities. I'll try and give you acknowledgements as and when. In between the show, I'll try and do that. But David, let's do this one. Bukom Fist of Fury is actually happening. We all know Moses Formoni. He's done very well when it comes to boxing, as it were. What do you think about it? As we can see the fixtures on our screens very soon, the Bukom Fist of Fury, yes.
So I think it's a great idea. An upgrade.
Yes, so you can see it. You can see the fixtures on your screen. Of course, Delali Meleji playing, actually fighting Idris Ahmadu. You also have Daniel Latte as well with John Kulegu. You can see all those on your screen.
It's more or less like an upgrade of the Martin boxing, which was 10 years ago, and this thing will provide the boxers a lot of option, because they will not be inactive. Each and every 2 weeks. So
and we know there are so many, not just people who are in the industry. We also know for a fact that there are so many promoters and so many medias all coming just to watch the Bukom Fist of Fury. It's called a box base and it's being handled by the man, you know him. Lawyer Moses Formoni. I have to go for a quick commercial break. When I'm back, we'll talk extensive with the man, Lawrence Carl Loco. Yes, the legend. He's an astute coach by all standards. He's won all the awards there is to. So when we are back, we talk Carl Loco. I'll be right back.
Sports, no size.
Ɛnam sɛ makomɔden ahia me nti no baabi baako a magyea to mu sɛ wode yɛre duru hɔnom a yɛyɛ nhyehyɛmu papa ne yɛtu aseɛ one time ɛne healthy soul natural health clinic. OPD anesefo a wɔn anim te ɛto wɔn bo ase gye wɔn information na afei nso no wɔduru wɔn lab hɔ nso de a wɔto wɔn bo ase yɛ nhyehyɛmu fa wɔgya na ne wɔdwo nsɔ mu na ohu yɛ ɛha wɔn ɔde kɔ doctor hɔnom ɛma doctor wɔnimdefo papa yi nso ɛto wɔn bo ase toto wɔn mu na wɔhu wɔ ha ɛnu akyi no ɔbɛma wo enu papa a ebetumi etu yade ase prɛkɔpɛ. Healthy Soul Natural Health Clinic ɛhɔ te di wɔn ho ni ɛhɔ nhwam wɔnte kankan bia na wɔnhu atantan de bia nso ɛwɔ hɔ no.
Sɛ Healthy Soul Clinic a yɛwɔ Aveno and Plaza Bus Terminal nim. Meyɛ adwuma Monday, Saturdays. Na Monday to Friday no yɛyɛ adwuma anopa 8 kosi enyimire 5. Na Saturday no nso yɛyɛ adwuma anopa 8 kosi enyimire 2 p.m.
Healthy Soul Natural Health Clinic. Yɛtu yade ase one time.
At long last, it's here. The biggest indoor and outdoor sales event in Ghana. Grand Sales 2018 is here. It's happening at the Ghana International Trade Fair Center La from September 27 through to October 8, 2018. Grand Sales 2018 will focus on bringing buyers and sellers together, creating opportunities for companies to clear outstanding stock, networking and sharing of innovative ideas for good partnerships, and showcasing all forms of goods and services imaginable. Grand Sales 2018 is a fair that welcomes every product and service you desire. So come and get a wide range of goods and services at amazingly discounted prices. Registration is in progress, so come early and secure a strategic spot at Grand Sales 2018. For further information, call the following numbers: 0241 818 658 or 055 5528 817. You can also visit our website, tradefairgh.com, or Ghana Trade Fair Company on Instagram and Facebook. It's Grand Sales 2018.
You are very much welcome back to the show. My name still remains Sami Ofosihene, and like I told you, I'll be reading your messages. I mean, this show is much more interactive, so get in touch on 0244 30 64 26. I know that your messages are coming thick and fast, but I'll try and read them on a bounce. Some very known personalities as well sending their thoughts. Of course, it's all noted, and of course, we'll do justice to that. But seated next to me is no other than the man, Carl Lawrence Loco. Yes, the astute coach. I mean, the Swag Award winner. He's seen it all. He's been everywhere. He's coached the likes of Duke Micah, Frederick Lawson. I mean, talk about Richard Comey. And now he's got some very interesting young chaps also coming up as well, who are also in the fray to become world champions. Indeed. Carl, you're very much welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to host you. It's always a pleasure to host you. But you've been away for a long time. I mean, where have you been, first and foremost?
Thank you very much to your viewers. And like you said, it's a long time. But it is Zane boxing that has kept me somewhere in the States.
Okay. Okay.
I just came by yesterday.
Indeed. Well, Carl, first and foremost, before we get personal and up close, there is a Bukom Fist of Fury. What do you think about that particular event being organized by lawyer Moses Fuamani and, of course, the whole boxing fraternity, talking about GBA and, of course, GBF?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a very good thing coming because previously we had this multi boxing league that we all know before that give us the likes of most of the boxers that we have. We have had good to talk about them, like Dodashi. I mean, a whole lot of guys that came through that. So if we are having this again, we know it's going to do something good for boxing. Especially, it will let the gyms be more active. Some of the boxers also will not be sitting down waiting all the time for somebody to come and say, I want to give you a chance. No, there is a platform there. You have to go there and sell yourself and make yourself known to the people. Normally, it's like those who have the opportunity, having their managers around them and their trainers, if their trainers are very forceful before, they will get known. Guys are there, they are very good, but if they are not getting these opportunities, how can you see or how can you know them? So it's a good thing coming up.
These are very interesting boxes, as you can see on your screens. Indeed, we are happy to have them. But Carl, let's talk personal and up close. Indeed, first and foremost, to many who are watching, who are probably not boxing fanatics, who is Carl Lawrence Loco?
Wow.
I mean, I know you, but in 2 minutes.
Yeah, Carl Loco. Lawrence Carl Loco is my full name. It's a long.
How you started?
Well,
I mean,
yeah. Let's do it straight. Like I said, into boxing. I joined the trade of boxing 1996.
Wow.
When my senior coach, who I started with, Emmanuel Tekotegu, who as Akese, may his memory rest in peace because he's gone now. So 96 till now, this is what I'm doing as a coach. After that, and I came out with the Bronze Gym. That's my own boxing gym.
Okay.
And I started pushing over there. Had a lot of boxers, pass through the gym or pass through me, and still they are in the system. Some of them are not in the system. But still we have a lot of them in it.
Indeed. Well, there is something I personally want to know. We're told that you've ever coached Bukom Banku before, Brian Makamoko, that's his name. How true is that?
Yeah, I have worked with him before. I've trained him before. For a couple of years, I worked with him. I went to the States with him for the first time. That was 2008. Yeah, and thereafter, I came back, still continue with the boxing, with the other boxers. A lot of boxers. I don't know where to start.
Okay. So I'll get back to Carl Loco, but I have my message is coming thick and fast. He's been trooped in, and it's good. It's good that you guys are ambushing me, but I'll be biased. Let me read my own boss's message. He's trying to be critical of me. He's actually my protege. Talking about Sheikh Amin Lamte, and he says, watching you, the question of whether Richie Kome is a prize boxer is not a very subjective. It's not very subjective because Kome is currently in the process of getting there. It's a process, not an event. I take that line. It's a process, not an event. Kome is a potential prize boxer. Thanks. That's from Sheikh Amin Lamte. I'm getting messages. This one is saying, great shows. I love your show because you bring good personalities. Thank you very much. This one saying, kudos HSTV. It's a great thing to have Carl Loco in the studio. How is he doing? What does he think about the comment made by I'll edit that. Indeed, we'll talk about that in a jiffy. This one is saying, you guys are great. I always watch your show and there is true content. This is what all the other platforms should be doing. Great. Thank you very much. You see, I am hard pressed for time, so my producer told me to read 2. I've read 3 or 4. Yeah. So you just keep the messages coming. I'll try and do justice to it at the final date of my show. Indeed, Carl. I have a lot to ask you, and I know so many people. First of all, you actually helped Duke Micah to win his last fight. It was very technical and very tactical. I have so many people from outside telling me about how crucial it was, and that the bout was watched from the bench. The bout was actually won from the bench. That's where I take everything from. First of all, Carl, I know that you do not like to talk about the matters that has to do with that, but tell us about the bout itself. Now, Duke is currently ranked number 1. That means it's your doing, like it or not, because it's your work that has brought him to that level. Fellas, first of all, what I want to know is, tell us about the bout itself. How important was it for him to win?
I don't know, like you said, I don't know how to go about this. As we all know, currently I'm not with him. I'm not working with him. So we just thank God he's a Ghanaian and he's a boxer who is also raising the flag of Ghana high, and he have his ranking and everything is going well as of now. And that fight has happened.
I hope my producer will show that particular fight for us, because it was a very interesting fight. But let me also apologize because we couldn't show the documentary that has to do with Reverend Osei Kofi because of time. But we'll do that solely next week. That is a promise. That's a promise to you. Yes, Carl, you were.
Yeah. So like I said, I mean, that fight has happened. Some time back now, and all needed is, I mean, he won the fight.
Yes.
And I think I don't want to say much about that.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's know, are you still with Streetwise Management? I mean, how is it? Some people get confused on the differences between a manager and possibly a coach and possibly, I mean, those are the semantics, as it were.
Yeah, I mean, it's a serious question in the sense that somebody will say, "Oh, it's just a simple question." Why are you saying it's a serious question? When with regards to if I'm working with Streetwise or not, no yes and no. Because the CEO or the controller of the Streetwise, which I am fully part of it. We still have chat. We have been talking, and I mean, So I will not say that I'm not out.
You're still with them.
Yeah, let me say. Yeah,
okay,
I'm still with them because it's all about the owner talking about Michael Amubediakun. So for us, we are in talks or we have been having discussion and stuff. No problem. You understand me? But sometimes you do something in life, and sometimes you ask yourself, was it good for you to do it, or you should have advised yourself? In the sense that I'm a trainer, but I do things more than what a trainer have to do or trainer have been doing. Because when it comes to administration side about boxing, I've been doing what I have to do. When it comes to the technical side too, I've been doing what I have to do. I normally used to pack about 3-4 things that different individuals have to do, but I would be there and do all these things. And that tells you how passionate and how dedicated I am to this boxing that I have chosen to do and I'm still doing. So that is why I said the question is, I mean, it's a simple question, but it's not that simple. Okay. But we'll have much time
to deliberate on that
and work on that kind of
course.
Things.
So let's talk about Frederick Lawson. We know for a fact that you've taken him to the semi-finals of Jose Sulaiman World Invitational Tournament. They got to the semi-finals. What happened? I mean, we are not hearing anything. What really happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's another serious blow there when it comes to the tournament itself, or especially to the camp of Lawson, because we got a date on 25th August to continue with the semi-finals in Canada, which we got everything set and ready for the fight. We were about to fly to Canada on the 23rd, because the fight was 25th, 22nd. Yeah, all of a sudden we got information that other boxers, the other teams couldn't get their visas to Canada. So, and this is semi-final. So we're talking about 4 boxers. So if 2 boxers have got their visas and they are not paired, then they have to fight with another 2 and they are also not having their visas, then that means the tournament cannot be possible. So immediately they have to postpone or they have to cancel the tournament. So they get another date and plans towards that. So we were thinking we'll come out with a simple and the shortest time so that we can just focus and go back. But it's like still they are working on it. So the best thing I have to do, I have to just drop down, because as the gym also is demanding, I have to be down and look at the boys and see the way forward.
Okay, so I'll read this comment. This one is saying, Samir Ofosihine, the grammarian. Please ask our local if there are other potential stars we should be looking at, because we know he's the maker of talents. Really, maker of talents. That's big. And that's from Nathaniel. Nathaniel, indeed. Yeah.
When it comes to that, like I said, sometimes it's serious and difficult to make a decision. But if you choose to do something, you have to do it and do it well, regardless of whatever comes your way, obstacle, whatever, you still have to do it. I still have potentials, more potentials there. I mean, for years back, everyone who have interviewed me or talked to me, I used to tell them that everyone under me is a prospect. I don't go with one boxer to say only this or that, because I have belief in other boxers as well. I have a whole lot. I have about 6 boys, 5 boys that definitely we are going to see at least 3 coming out great within a short possible time.
I'm reading this message. I'm being selective because these are people who are stakeholders in boxing. That is not to disrespect the other WhatsApp and normal text messages that are coming, but these are questions that will actually shape the whole show. That's how come I'm being a bit biased. So do forgive me. And this one is actually from Ni Amudo. He says he's a very visionary coach. He's too powerful. I love you, Lawrence Carloco. I want your question. I know that you're a stakeholder in it. That's how come. This one says, ask Carloco, between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, who is winning?
Yeah, I mean that fight is it's a fight, but to me it's clear that Deontay Wilder had a chance of winning, but this is boxing, and especially it's the heavyweight, so sometimes some kind of surprise can happen, but on the paper Deontay Wilder have the chance of winning the fight.
Indeed, my producer tells me that you can actually watch this show, the playback, on Facebook, and our Facebook handle is actually Ultimate Sports HSTV. Yes, Ultimate Sports HSTV. That's on Facebook as well. The messages are coming thick and fast. Do forgive me. I'm just reading the stakeholders. I'm reading those people who matter when it comes to boxing. But of course, I'm also entertaining your comments. I'll try and read it at the final ember of my show because your messages are too many, indeed. So we'll try and do it. If I check my WhatsApp console is actually beaming with all these messages. But Carl, let me finish asking my questions. Then possibly I will delve into the other ones. Yes. So far, you are in Ghana. I mean, you go back. That was, I mean,
yeah, late yes, yesterday.
Oh, okay. So that means HSTV is actually the only station. I mean, the exclusive, the numero uno to have gotten this interview, exclusive, as it were.
Oh yeah, actually, this is my first program since I came back.
You have a line up. That is where we want it. Your first program.
You are lucky to have me, but yes, sir, you know. I'm very close and very close to all the media guys that I know them for a long time and stuff. So I take this opportunity to say a very good morning to everyone, and I'll be in touch to everyone.
Okay. There was a question that someone asked, and he's very closer to you. He was asking me that what's your impression of Ghana boxing as it starts now? You think that we're going forward or we're going backwards?
Oh yeah, definitely. Ghana boxing is not going backwards. We're going forward because if you look, let's say, 3 years back and now, you cannot do the same comparison. And honestly, since we got the Arena 2, I've also helped. And apart from that, the trainers also are taking the game very serious than before, and that one is a fact. And more boxers also. Our more up and coming guys are showing interest in boxing as well. And when you go to the gyms now, most of the gym, you'll see some of the boxers you have not even heard of, but they are doing good. Which I believe the next 3 years again, you will still have more competition, like more challenges coming. So I have to say, boxing is going on well. If you look at 2 years ago, the promotions that we got. If you look at last year, the promotions that we got, and we are in this year, and even we're going to the end of the year, and now we are coming out with the GBA in collaboration with Mrs. Fuameni and the GBF and everybody on board. I mean, a great thing is coming again. So it's more or less shaping the stage of boxing in Ghana. And when you go to international too, you can see, I mean, how our boys also are doing. I mean, the names are going here and there, and they are doing good. At least, if not for anything, we are having a world champion in the system that his name is going wherever in the world, in the name of Isaac Dogbe, and it's good for boxing, especially Ghana.
Can't hold that thought over there. My producer tells me that we do have to go for a quick commercial break. Then we are back. We'll talk those ones that Carl probably wouldn't want to talk about. The hard points. Those are the ones we're going to talk about when we are back from the commercial break. I'll be back right after.
And now, some accommodate and Yamintino, baby back for Magia Tum, Sourdough Yari drew Hodoma, Yen Shimu Papa, you two are here one time. Any healthy soul, natural health Clinic. OPD a nurse for when you say at one boss information, nothing so no do on lab honso dia, or to one boss yen she move for Jana no Johnson, na ye how, or the call Dr. Honor Emma Doctor when him the for paying so, to one boss to 2 no who how, in which you know, Bemo in Papa, a bit to me a 2 yadia separate. Healthy Soul Natural Health Clinic, a hot seat, do a huni, a wisham, won't take kind dia, the who at time did be so ever honor.
Healthy Soul Clinic, you are Aveno and Plaza last time now. May year Juma Monday, Saturdays, na Monday to Friday, no year Juma Anopa 8, go see Enumerate 5. Na Saturday, no so a year Juma Anopa 8, go see Enumerate 2 p.m.
Healthy Soul Natural Health Clinic, you 2 yadiase one time.
Of course, you still welcome back, and then you still live on this show. The show is Ultimate Sports, the weekend edition with me, Sami Ofusin. And guess what? I have Carl Lawrence Loco. Yes, they don't coach, they are astute coach by all standards. He's won all the awards there is to it. I mean, he's coached the likes of Richard Comey, Duke Micah, and all the rest. I mean, talk about the big boxers in Ghana, and this man is in the fray. Indeed, Carl, now we are going to talk much more. I mean, my messages, my console is actually beaming with so many messages. How I wish I can just read all these messages. This one is even criticizing me on not reading the messages, but I'm still announcing my line. He's actually telling me not to even announce the line. He's very angry. Forgive me. But Carl, let's talk. Richard Comey is fighting Mickey Garcia. First of all, your general impressions.
Yeah, like I said again, we're talking about boxing in Ghana. So we need all things that will make boxing a very interesting sport.
Okay.
And something that gives Ghana the needed attention, which all the time I have been saying it, but I believe now the ministry, whatever, is also they know what to do now. They need to focus more in boxing because what boxing is doing for Ghana is very great. Mickey Garcia's fight,
and of course we can see
it's a fight. It's a fight. It's a very good fight for the two of them, and they are at the level that they have to do this fight. And
were you surprised that Mickey Garcia agreed to fight Richard Comey as against Errol Spence?
No.
Manny Pacquiao?
No, I'm not surprised. I know Mickey Garcia will take the fight. Okay. I really know for a long time that he will take the fight because he cannot just leave and go to that weight. Although he's saying it
2 steps up.
Yeah, he cannot. Although he can do it on his own, but he cannot just leave and go to that way because it takes a lot to do that. And you have a team, you have a management team, so you have a lot of things they have to consider before making that step. And going to do that fight, somebody is there who is a champion, and you are just aiming to go and fight him. Fine. Whether they will allow or they are ready to fight you is a one thing. 2, you have to relinquish all your belt that you have and go. And if you have not got the fight confirmed, how do you leave the fight? The titles that you have. So if you do this calculation, it's clear that he cannot leave the weight just like that because of the titles that he have and just go. So I know this fight will happen.
I mean, tell me this. You Richard Comey's first trial or first shot at the world title, you were actually the one coaching him when he was arguably, in quotes, I mean, purportedly robbed by one I call him a Jamaican anyway, he says he's an American. Forgive me for being a bit nosy and other stuff anyway, but of course we all know him, and the title was taken away from him, but Mickey Garcia has beaten him.
You're talking about Robert Easter?
Yes, I was even wishing that we don't even mention his name anyway.
Why?
Because he said so many things prior to this fight. I mean, he's trying to even justify a certain point that he's so sure that, as it were, our boxer is going to lose to Mickey Garcia.
Is sure.
Yes.
That means he has also come out to say something about the fight. Fine, that is his opinion, and that one you cannot take it away from him. Before Richard coming to fight Robert Easter, I mean, people were not giving Richie that credible
a dog's chance.
Yeah, you understand it. But sometimes we don't have to just look down upon our people, our own people, and when it comes to they are going to stand in the name of Ghana. But luckily things went well. We prepared over here. Richie,
do you think that Robert Easter actually had a decision given to him when he fought Richie Comey?
I mean, yeah, to be honest, the fight was not supposed.
Especially because he knocked Robert Easter down. Mickey Garcia couldn't.
It was Sapphire that's supposed to be for Richard. That one I just have to be. Yeah, but you have to understand the boxing the way it goes in the sense that it was there for two promoters to pick the fight, and Richard promoters couldn't pick the fight, or they couldn't. I mean, confirm it for them to do it in the name of Richard. They even make announcement.
Can Richard Comey win this bout?
No, I'm just making it clear to you. Yeah. So that is why the fight go that way. So after the fight, they have the chance to do whatever they
Can Richard Comey beat Mickey Garcia? Straight up.
It's a fight it's a tough fight for the two of them. So whatever be the case, yes, I wish Richard Comey to win the fight. I wish him good to win the fight.
Can he win the fight?
I'm wishing him well to win the fight. That's it.
Wishing him well. Yeah. Can he win?
I'm telling you, the fight is a good fight for the two of them. And the champion, who is having the two belts, going to fight Richard Comey. And I'm telling you, between the two, you asked me something about Fury and Deontay Wilder. Yeah. And I told you that on paper, it looked clear like this. And this one, I'm telling you that I'm wishing Richard Comey to win the fight. Because when it comes to Deontay Wilder and Fury, it is not that close to like this one. Fury, we know Fury, so you know where I'm coming from. So, Richard, I'm wishing him well to win the fight.
Of course, we will have an extensive interview with Lawrence Carloco. For now, we are hard pressed for time. But Carl, your final comments before we wrap up and get out of the studio. We're hoping to get you probably next week so that we can talk about the hard truths. Some of them that we do have to unveil. It's interesting. That is where, if you want to talk about. But you know that I always like ambushing. First, let's do this. Your final comments before we wrap up and get out of the studio. Your final comments in 1 minute.
Yeah, I'll use this opportunity to say another morning to all the GBA members. I'm back. Actually, I've not called any of them, but I'm back, and I wish to see you very soon. I was outside, but still monitoring this Ghana Boxing Supporters Union, and they don't want to sleep. They are always making the noise around, and I'm urging them to continue doing what they are doing.
Okay, of course. And if you want to know Carl's newest protege, his name is actually called Nathaniel Alote. He's a fantastic boxer. He's got everything there is in boxing. In boxing, of course, he's a fantastic boxer. You do have to look out for him because he'll be fighting on the night where Baby Jet Promotions will be launching their first maiden debut. So watch out for Nathaniel Alote Amasi. I almost said Carloco, of course. Carloco is Carloco, and he's actually been taking it. This is where we do have to draw the curtains down. I am so sorry I couldn't read all your messages, but do catch me same time next week. Indeed, the playback will be live. It will be played back on Facebook, on HSTV, Ultimatesports. Indeed, my name has been Samuel Kushin. Many thanks to David Corte of BoxingGhana.com, and of course, Edo Ofori, who is my co-host. Then the man himself, Carl Lawrence Loco. We are back same time next week. Be good, and remember, a positive anything is better than a negative something. Thanks for being part of the show. Bye for now.
Mama eh, 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 mama eh. Jam it, jam it, jam it, jam it. So me move, so me move, so me move, so me move. Jam it, jam it, jam it, jam it. So me move, so me move, so me move, so me move.
She say she get kappa, she go fit collector. I give 'em one, I give 'em two. Come and see now she dey cry.
Mama eh, mama eh.
HSTV, inspiring wellness.
I'm Most Reverend Professor Emmanuel Asante. Breast cancer is the #1 cause of cancer deaths in females. Needless deaths occur in in our mothers, our sisters, our friends, and our daughters. If you are diagnosed as having breast cancer, understand that it is curable. There is no need going for medications that are not proven, but you should not die, because early detection and effective treatment can save your life.
Hello. Did you know that the ancient Greeks spent many hours bathing, using fragrances and makeup in an effort to beautify themselves and be presentable to others? Personal hygiene may be described as the principle of maintaining cleanliness and grooming of the external body. Personal hygiene habits such as bathing, washing your hands, brushing and flossing your teeth will help